on last term, we have completed the discussion of top-down parsing. Now you see bottom-up parsing. In bottom-up parsing, what we do, we start from the string that is to be parsed. From where you get the string, that is the stream of token produced by the lexical analyzer. Suppose this grammar, and this is the string to be parsed. So we start from a string, that is A, B, B, C, D, E, and look for the match of right side of any production. We scan the string from left to right. Okay, so first match is B. B is the right side of this production, A to B. So what we replace right side by its left side, we will get A, B, C, D, E. We repeat this process. Again, here we have got this. Now see, we will get this substring matching one of the right side of the production, this. So again, we can replace by its left side. We will get A, D, E. Now again, scan over the string and find the match of right side of the production, that is D, this. So you will get A, D means B, E. And finally, this is this production. So you can, what we have done, this to reduce to star symbol. This is called bottom-up parsing. Now here we have used A to B. Here we have used A to A, B, C. Here we have used B to D. And here we have used S to A, B, E. Okay. So at particular junction, these are the handles. Okay. I have also told you that if we see this parsing in reverse, then it is rightmost derivation of the string. This is string from start state. You can see S to this A, B, E. Then next rightmost B. So you will get A, B is B to D, E. Then rightmost A to A, B, C, E. Then again this rightmost non-terminal A, B, CE, which is nothing but this is the rightmost derivation. So if you see the bottom of parsing, these productions are called handle. We can define handle. You just see handle is a substring matching the right side of the production and reducing by its left side. Means if you replace that substring by its left side, then you will get the previous right sentential form of the derivation of the string. Okay. So formally we can define handle. It is a production A to beta and the position in the string where beta may be found and replaced with A. Just see, in this case, here we have B handle, so substring B and its position. Handle will give this information. Okay. So see another example. This is the example we have. See this. The grammar. You, you are familiar with this grammar. That is expression grammar. Now see the rightmost derivation of this is expression grammar. You can the string is ID plus ID into ID. So first see, we will go for bottom up parsing. See, W is ID plus ID into ID. This ID matching this production, so we can replace it by left side plus ID into ID. This will be the handle. Next scan, find the substring matching right side of the production, then you will get this. It is E plus E into ID. Now again scan this sentential form for the handle, so you will get this substring. So it for this production, so it will be E into ID. Second one, next ID, so E asterisk E, then E. It means the string is reduced to E. Okay. See another derivation. ID plus ID into ID. Same manner, ID is replaced by E, left side of the production, ID into ID. Here E plus E into ID. This ID is replaced. Now here what we do, we will not replace it. We will ID E. Sorry, this ID is to E. E. Then E plus this will be considered as, and finally E. See these two derivation. Top-down parsing. At this junction, here we have handle E to E plus E, but here we have an handle E to ID. Means it is not, means which one will be the handle, okay? Actually, we have done this, use this very production to replace E plus E to E. Here we have used this production to replace this ID to E. Okay. Now see the syntactic structure produced. See the syntactic structure produced by these two. We have started from ID plus ID into ID. This ID plus ID into ID. See this one. ID is reduced to E, then this ID is reduced to E, then we have reduced E in using this plus, then we reduce E and this syntactic structure is get produced by this bottom up parsing. Now see here, this is to E, this is to E, this is to E. What we are doing here, then we are doing this and then this. So you have two syntactic structure and this syntactic structure is correct because in this syntactic structure we multiplication has precedence over addition. Although this grammar is ambiguous grammar, so in this case, this reduction is wrong. First reduction is wrong. This is correct one. So, and where we have committed the mistake, we have considered this replacement E plus E to E by E. At this very junction, this is not the handle. At this very junction, handle is this. Okay, if you see the definition of the handle, a handle of right sentential form gamma is a production. We have now two production, E to E plus E and E to ID. Okay, so here and we have there is respective positions, and by replacing it we get the previous right sentential form of the derivation of the string. So here if you see, in this case, if we replace this by E, we are not getting the previous right sentential form of the derivation of the string. So this will not be the handle. In this case, this will lead to the previous right sentential form gamma of the string, so it will be the handle. So here you may have a question that how we decide at this type of ambiguous junction which one will be the handle. For that, it is you need not to assign. Your algorithm has to identify that which one will be the handle for a particular junction of the parsing. So for that, we have several techniques. We'll discuss about the techniques to prune out the handle. That is called handle pruning from a right sentential form of derivation of the string. Means which one will, for a particular junction of the parsing, which substring will be the handle, means appropriate replacement to get the previous right sentential form of derivation of the string. Okay. So before discussing the pruning, first see how we go for the bottom-up parsing, how we implement bottom-up parsing onto through algorithm. If you see, it is like this. There is a input string. I stack, and here we have a parsing program. Okay. This parsing program refers this string and use this stack for the parsing. Okay. So what it do? It will shift the suppose token by token onto the stack. Okay. And after shifting, it look for the handle on top of stack. Okay. If there is a handle, then it will replace the right side of production, pop out that much of symbol from the stack and push in right side of the production. It means what we have to do, you have to shift, means this very program will shift token by token, means you may say symbol by symbol onto the stack, and on each shifting it will look for the handle. If handle appears as a substring on top of stack matching with the right side of the production, it will replace it by its left side. Okay. So it is this action means, suppose we have A2 alpha. Alpha is the substring matching on top of top symbol of the stack. So we pop out this alpha of the stack and push in A. It means entire string alpha is reduced by A. Okay. So this parsing is called shift reduce parsing. Bottom-up parsing is also called shift reduce parsing. And this program has four possible action. Shift, reduce, accept, error. sorry. It will on the basis of the current input symbol and stack position, it will decide the action. It is either shift or reduce or to accept or error. You can see shift action, reduce action, accept action, error action. Okay, we will discuss this example. Here only. Suppose this is a stack and input buffer. This is input buffer. Initially, ID plus ID into ID. This dollar is the end of string marker. And initially on stack, we have dollar empty stack. Your TOS is pointing to next. Now action, it will look dollar and ID and decide the action. First shift means the configuration of parser will be ID will be shifted onto the stack. Here you have plus ID asterisk ID dollar. Now it will look for the match of the right side of the production. So here actually it will not look for the match of right side of the production. It will look for the handle in the string. Okay. So it will be ID will be handle, means here action is shift, again reduce by E to ID, you will get E, here plus ID asterisk ID dollar, again shift, action is shift, you will get E plus is shifted, ID asterisk ID dollar, again action is shift. So ID is shifted, you will get E plus ID is shifted here you will get this. And now next action is reduce. E to ID. You will get E plus E asterisk ID dollar. Now see here at this very junction, and just see at any point you can get the right sentential form. Just see, first we have means you can consider the string is starting from the content of stack followed by the content of the input buffer will be the right sentential form. Just see, at first stage stack is empty, but in input buffer you have ID plus ID into ID. In second stage you have ID in stack and plus ID into ID in input buffer. This is a right sentential form. Then again in stack you have E here, and here you have ID asterisk ID. It is also a right sentential form. Then again you will get E plus, and here in input buffer ID into ID, again a right sentential form. Okay, then E plus ID in onto the stack, and here you have start or an ID. It is again a right sentential form here. This is the point. Then at this point, E plus E asterisk ID. If you go back and look here, this is the case. And here handle is this, not this. So actually, if you see at this point, you have conflict, shift reduce conflict, either to reduce it by E or shift this asterisk, this conflict. So there should not be conflict. We have to resolve this conflict. So here you just see, because we know at this point of junction, this will not be the handle. Okay. So what we do, we shift. So you will get E plus E asterisk ID here, dollar here, again shift. So you will get E plus E asterisk ID dollar here. Then reduce. It is reduced by E to ID. So you will get E plus E asterisk E and here dollar. Then again reduce by E to E asterisk E. You will get E plus E. This is reduced to E. Then, and here you will get dollar. Next, reduce E, E plus E. You will get E, dollar. This is the, if we have TOS is pointing to the start symbol of the grammar, that is E, and IP pointing to the dollar, end of file marker. In that case, end of input marker. In that case, successful completion of the parsing, and it will returns the syntactic structure. Now see how syntactic structure is get created. Just see, when your parser will perform the shift operation, it will create a leaf node, okay, of the parse tree or syntax tree, okay, and when it will perform the reduce node, it will introduce the internal node, okay, and connect all the symbol from the right side of the production. Just see, we'll consider this. First, ID is shifted, so it will create ID as a leaf node. Okay, it is reduced to E, so again E is internal node. Then plus is shifted, plus will be the leaf node created. Then again ID is shifted, ID will be the leaf node. On shift, you have to create a leaf node. And when we are going to reduce, so it will be reduced to E, so E internal node. Then again asterisk to be shifted, leaf node. Then ID is to be shifted, leaf node. here. We are shifting ID, this position. Then ID, next ID is replaced by E. So internal node E. Then we are doing E asterisk E is replaced by E. So here E, E asterisk E. Then again E to E plus E. So here E, E plus this is the syntactic structure produced. Okay. But if you see, means in this way, your parser will create the syntactic structure. If your parsing is correct, and then you will get the syntactic structure automatically. When it will perform shift operation, it will create a leaf node, and when it has a reduce operation, so A to alpha, beta, gamma, it is a production for reduce operation. So then you must have a node for alpha, a node for beta, a node for gamma. What do you have to do? You have to create an internal node for A and connect alpha, beta, gamma on the reduced action. Okay. And at the end, you will get the syntactic structure. Okay. This is, and now in entire this bottom up parsing, we will use this technique for the parsing, for the parser. But the main point you must have in your mind at this very junction. At this very junction, we are not considering plus E as a handle. As you know, we scan the string from left to right to find the substring matching one of the right side of the production of the grammar. So you will get this, but we are not considering this handle. How? Means actually it is not through intuition. You must have some deterministic mechanism to identify, yes, we have not to reduce. When you will get the shift reduce conflict, here we have shift reduce conflict. Okay. So we must have mechanism to identify, yes, here we have to go for the shift, not for reduce. Okay. So we will in remaining discussion of the bottom up parsing. Actually, at this very point, it is not the E plus E is not the handle. Substring to be replaced by its left side is not the handle. At this junction, we have handle ID. Okay. So handle ID must appear onto the stack. So we go for the shift. Okay. So in entire discussion of the bottom up parsing, we will discuss how to prune out the handle from the substring, from a right sentential form to get the previous right sentential form of the derivation. So see, For that, first we will discuss handle pruning for this particular case for expression grammar. Okay. One thing more, there are here you have seen we have discussed about shift reduce conflict. What has arisen here? We may have one more type of conflict that is called reduce conflict, that we'll discuss when we'll discuss about LR parsings. Okay, but now come to the how we handle the operator grammar. To handle the operator grammar, we have a special parsing that is called operator precedence parsing. This operator precedence parsing. In operator precedence parsing, we define on the basis of precedence we decide the handle. Okay, this is the main goal in operator precedence parsing. So just see, we define three precedence relation. One is this, another is this, and third one is this. Suppose A and B are the two terminal symbol. Okay. First consider the to operator. And we have this relation. It means A give precedence to B. A give precedence to B. If we have this relation between two operator, A and B are the two operator, it means A has precedence over B. Okay. And third case is AB. A and B has same precedence. It is, if you see, A give precedence to B means A has less precedence. This symbol is less symbol. Okay, you have to just put the dot, then it will become precedence relation. Okay, here A has higher precedence than B. A has precedence over B means A has higher precedence than B. It means greater than. You have to put this. A and B has same precedence. Okay. Now see, if you have two operator, this and plus, it means the relation is this. If you plus an asterisk, relation is this. Plus give precedence to asterisk, and here asterisk has precedence over plus. But if we have this, so just see, this operator has precedence over this operator. Means multiplication operator has precedence over multiplication operator. Why? Multiplication operator is left associative. So leftmost operator will operate first. So left operate, if in any expression you have two or more than two operator having same precedence, then their evaluation order is decided by their associativity. Plus operator means this asterisk operator is left associative operator, means leftmost operator will operate first. So here this in expression you have suppose A into B into C. Okay. So this has precedence over this. So the relation is this. Similarly, plus has precedence over plus, but to the power gives precedence to the power, because this operator is right associative. Rightmost operator will operate first. Okay. So on the basis of this, we create a precedence table. You just consider the precedence table for the grammar. You can see this is precedence table. We have considered that grammar E2, E plus E, E into E, and ID. This dollar is the end of a string marker. Okay. Now see, so symbols we have plus, asterisk, ID and dollar. ID and now precedence relation. If we have ID, just see what it means. ID plus. If we have ID and plus, then first we have to operate this ID. We have to, we will consider only terminal symbols. Okay. Here you can see ID, asterisk, again we have to go for ID and so on. But if you see plus and ID, then first you have to handle this ID. Similarly, plus ID, plus and plus, relation is this, means leftmost operator will operate first. So we have this relation. Okay. Similarly, you can understand this entire table. Now just see, compute ID plus ID into ID. Dollar, here we have dollar on top of stack. ID and ID, we have this relation. ID and plus, we have this relation. Plus and ID, we have this relation. This relation. So just see what we do. We if we get this relation, we use as in the case of bottom up parser, we shift reduce parsing. We use a input buffer. In input buffer, we have the string to be parsed and stack. Now, predictive parsing, this operator presence parsing program will first, before going for taking the action, it will consider the symbol on top of stack and current input symbol pointed by IP. Symbol on top of stack, initially it is dollar and current input symbol is ID. So if we have this relation or this relation, in that case action is shift. Okay. And if we have this relation, then means this relation between top of stack, symbol on top of stack, as well as the current input symbol pointed by IP. Okay, instruction input pointer. So in that case, what we have to do? The action is reduced. So now you have to find out the substring from top of stack. How we can find the substring from top of stack? We have to scan over the content of stack by popping correct symbol by symbol. And when we get this relation between two consecutive symbol, that is the termination. The string between this as well as this, we have started to scanning the content of stack on occurrence of this. So all the symbols between this and this will be the handle matching one of the right side of the production and to be replaced by the its left side, means action is reduced. Now remaining we will discuss on next one. Okay.